Hi, welcome to the Balanced Body Podcast. My name is Ada Wells. I'm a physical therapist and owner of Pro Balance Physical Therapy and Pilates in Alameda, California. Joining me today is Roxana Cohen, who will be our model. And in this segment, we're going to discuss balance and its importance in the golf swing. Now, balance is important because you need to have good balance at the end of your swing, particularly at the finish position, where we're going to be in an internally rotated position and facing the target. If you don't have good balance at this point, what happens oftentimes is you'll see the golfer will come through and they'll do something called hanging back, where they have an abnormal weight shift, and that can place a lot of stress in their low back. Also, if a golfer doesn't have good balance, they may actually set up with a wider stance to give them that base of support, but that's going to make it more difficult for them to rotate and could have ramifications for them potentially injuring their low back. Okay, so what we're going to do is first do a little test. I'm going to have you stand right here, Roxana, to test for balance. And so what I'm going to have her do is you're going to go ahead and stand and lift your leg up to a 90-degree angle with your eyes open initially. And then I'm going to have her close her eyes, and we're going to count to however long she's able to hold on to her balance. Now, the Titleist Performance Institute, which is, they have done a lot of studies with regards to this test. You can go ahead and put it back down. With this test and using it with amateur and professional golfers. And what they have found is that most PGA Tour pros can actually hold this position for 25 seconds with their eyes closed. So that would be something to work towards. All right, so if we had a little difficulty with balance, let me show you a couple exercises that we can do here. The first starting with the combo chair. So what I'm going to have you do is go ahead and step onto the moon box. We're set on our springs at the second level. Let me bring this up to the second level. And using our heavy springs, go ahead and step onto the foot bar. And there we go. And ideally, I would like to have you so that your legs are even. There you go. And your feet are going to be flat. Okay, from here, they can have their hand here for balance, but we don't want to be gripping it with the white knuckle grip. So let's go ahead from here, keeping that pelvis as level as possible. You're just going to flex that hip up and go ahead and push it down. And we're watching for here is making sure that they do not hike up in the hip. Obviously, the work that's occurring here is primarily in the standing leg, but they do have to stabilize on the other side. Okay, now we can try to do that without holding on, which makes it significantly more difficult. All right, so once we've done, say, 10 of those, let's go ahead and we'll straighten out this leg. Then we can switch to the other leg, and now we're going to keep this leg straight, keeping the pelvis level, and we're going to now bend that leg and come on up. So you might let them hold on for the first couple of repetitions, and then have them do it without. What we're watching for here is making sure that that knee doesn't move inwards. We really want to watch that lower extremity alignment. Good, and relax. And you can go ahead and hold on there. And we'll do dismount nice and carefully by, go ahead and you can step off. There we go, and come on up. So that's one great exercise for working on balance for golfers.